Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy, the Options Boss, sliding up on y'all. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. And I hope you watched my last video so we can be prepared to get some big green today and the rest of this week. So with that being said, guys, I do have good news for y'all. Yesterday, I did slide over 500 subscribers for my channel. And as promised, I'm going to hold a raffle where I give you guys one free share of tea. So what I want you to do is watch this video, and if I pull your name out, comment down below, tell me I pulled your name out, and we'll exchange information, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, whatever, Zelle, and I'll make sure that I send you guys the equivalent of one share of tea. So with that being said, guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. It's my job as the Options Boss to give you guys the game, to help you understand the market so we can make generational wealth for ourselves and our families here now and our families to come. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go into this raffle. So we're going to see who's the lucky subscriber today. And I'm going to go with this one. Let's see who it is. All right. You guys can look at that, and it is Joe Tracy. Wow, that's crazy. Joe Tracy, if you see this video, comment down below and claim your prize, bro. We'll work it out where you can get your free share of tea. That said, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the channel and stick with it because, like I said, we're going to do this again. When I'm working my way towards 1,000, I'm going to find another stock that I'm going to give you guys away for supporting my channel, and I definitely appreciate it. So, yeah, let's dive into the content. So, guys, a couple of plays that I'm going to look for this week. I mentioned to you guys in my last video about a Riot call. Riot opened up really well, and then it pulled back. And I think the pullback is good. It could be time for a re-entry back into Riot. And if I were to enter back into Riot, $52 calls look like a good thing. Look like a nice sweet spot for Riot. Bitcoin got great news this morning. They traded pretty nicely this weekend. But then to top it off, they got great news this morning where Visa said that they were going to be accepting Bitcoin as payments. And that made Riot jump, Mara, Can, SOS. You know, all the Bitcoin sympathy plays basically jumped up with that news. Riot jumped up and then it pulled back, and I don't believe it's done. So you definitely could see Riot push their way back up towards that 52 by the end of today, and definitely by the end of this week. So 52 calls on Riot definitely look good. Also, guys, Facebook got a price increase this morning from $3.35 to $3.55. Now, obviously, I don't expect Facebook to hit $3.55 this week. But with that said, Facebook has been getting pretty all right news lately. And on top of getting that all right news, they got the price increase this morning. And they definitely could be due for a push up if the market could get any kind of bullish. And with that being said, I could definitely see 295 strikes on Facebook this week. And I could see them looking good. And that's not to say that Facebook will go to 295. But if it make a strong enough move in that direction, then 295 could really turn out to be some plays that are print for us. So that's definitely something I'm looking for. And guys, this is not to say to jump in these plays immediately. It's just to say to look at the charts, as I told you guys. And if you see an opportunity where the chart becomes bullish, then you might want to jump into Facebook. You might want to jump into Riot. So keep those things in mind. Also, DK&G had big news with an agreement with WWE this morning. DK&G is DraftKings, for you guys that don't know. They had great big news with WWE this morning. And because of that big news, they got a price target raise up to 79. So I could definitely see DK&G printing. They actually jumped up this morning and then they pulled back. The whole market kind of pulled back a bit. And with that being the case, I could definitely see $66 calls, strike price come into play for DK&G. And if I see an opportunity, I'm definitely going to slide up into it and get some money. So definitely keep your eyes on DK&G. Also, guys, if I were to mention something extra to you, the 3 extra ones I would tell you to keep your eyes on. Twitter, they got a price increase this morning. And the funny thing about Twitter is Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat, they sort of all go hand in hand. And when Twitter does well, Facebook may do well, or Snapchat may do well, or if Snapchat does well, Facebook and Twitter do well, and so forth and so forth. So with that being the case, because I am looking for a nice move out of Facebook, I could possibly be looking at a nice move out of Twitter and double down on it because they also got a price raise themselves. So Twitter is definitely one you want to keep an eye on. Also, Etsy got a price raise this morning. Now, Etsy normally trades in the 220s and 230s, and right now they're down below $200 a share. So they're definitely due for a run-up, and this price raise could be just what they need to get them started on a big run. So Etsy is going to be one that I look at, and I'm going to see if I can find a good time to get into it today, or if not, at least sometime this week. But I definitely got my eyes on it today if this market pullback can calm down. Now, because the market is pulling back, you definitely want to have your eyes on a few puts. And with that being the case, SPY puts could be a nice hedge against these calls that we're looking at. And when I say SPY puts, I'm talking about maybe 390 strikes on a put. And if you get 390 strikes and the market does pull back, then those puts will print and you'll be fine. And if the market doesn't pull back, then the calls that we're looking at will be fine. So either way, we're going to make some money. That's how we're looking at it. And also, I got my eye on the EV sector, specifically FSR. The EV sector has been pretty weak lately, and I definitely could see FSR pulling back. And if so, that could be an opportunity to grab some puts over there on those guys. I love the company, but you can't be emotional about trading. You got to be willing to make money when the trades go up, when the shares go up, and you got to be willing to make money when the shares go down. So definitely FSR puts is something that's on my mind, as well as the rest of the EV sector. And guys, keep your eyes on Boeing. Last week, Boeing got good news with the Dreamliner deliveries. And because of that, they jumped up a good amount. And this morning, they got good news with some more deliveries with United Airlines. So Boeing could make another run again, just as they did last week. You definitely want to keep your eyes on them. So guys, again, we're going to recap. We're talking about riot calls, even Mara and can calls, possibly. And to judge that, we want to keep our eyes on Bitcoin. Don't forget that. But we're also talking about Facebook. We're talking about Twitter, Etsy. We're talking about Boeing. And we're talking about DraftKings and FSR. So keep your eyes on these plays, guys. Find a great time to get in and definitely slide in. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go down below, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. And when I drop these Get Money Jewels, you'll get it right off the press. Guys, you can always be a boss with the options boss, and I'm a holler when I holler.